Hello, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to Cars with Ben. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing a cool first cars that you can buy if you're just turning 17 or 18 and you've just passed your test. And I hope this will be some kind of informative information that will allow you to be able to make a bit of a better decision because it is a bit of a minefield out there. So just a disclaimer, I am using other people's content to do this, but I just couldn't I couldn't record all this naturally. So I hope you enjoyed this video and give it a little thumbs up and a like. Starting with number one, the Citroen DS3. So the Citroen DS3, I have gone for this car as opposed to, I'm not doing Igos or 108s in this video. I'm just doing more small, cool hatchbacks. And that is kind of what the DS3 is. It is a small, French, quirky looking car with, having been around for around 10 years now. They've made them in different model variants, so the newer ones probably around 2017, 2018 possibly. I think they might still be making them. And I think this is quite a nice car because it is a different looking car. It's a cool looking hatchback and you'll probably stand out from your usual Fiestas or Corsas. If you turn up in this, there's a lot of modification that you could do if you wanted to as well. You're looking at around 5-6 grand roughly at the moment for these, for a good one. And you will probably have about 1.5 grand insurance, maybe 2 if you're lucky with this. So that is a bit more of the expensive side. But Citroen DS3s are not as reliable as they should be, so do pay attention for that. Moving on to number 2, the Fiat Punto. So the Fiat Punto has been with us now for around, I'm going to say, 30 years, but this model has been around for 15 years. However, I'm just putting the general Punto in because I think the Punto is one of the best little hatchbacks you can get right now. So I did my research, and you can pick one up for around 1 grand at its minimum. But you will want to probably spend a bit more than that. You can get a multi-jet, and it all goes all the way up to the Abarth, so there's so many variations. Puntos are well known for being reliable because you still see so many of them, and you get that 5-door spec, which is awesome. And I think, with Puntos, you just can't go wrong. If I was 18, 17 now, I would definitely consider picking up a Punto because it's just they're so easily you can pick them up and replace them so quickly. And obviously, it's a great car for many 17-year-olds who are just passing their test. So I definitely would recommend a Punto. I've driven one many times, and it is just a classic hatchback style and sort of handling in a way. It's just great for that. So great to pick up with your friends and great to get out and get your independence. Moving on to number 3, the Ford Fiesta. So obviously, guys, the Ford Fiesta has been around a long time as well, and this Ford Fiesta, I know it will get a lot of criticism here because it is very common and everyone says, people who drive them are becoming very stereotypical 17-year-olds now. But I still put it in here because I think Ford Fiestas are still fantastic little cars. And there's a reason for that. Everyone drives them because they're so reliable. Now, we've owned as a family a lot of Fords over the years, and I can confirm they are so reliable. They do last many years. And Fiestas are no exception. I also think the styling of the Fiesta, which is going to attract 17-year-olds, is one of the most important key points here. It has a good range. It's a British-made car. It's with an American brand, and it's great. It works. It's been around for years, and they're that great. So with prices, you are looking at around 5 or 6 grand if you want a good one, and you're probably looking at around 1,000 to 1.5 grand insurance. So, again, something to consider. And also now you've got the different model specs and variants. So you've got the old one that I've just shown, but you've also got this new model, which is a lot better looking, looks fantastic, but you are going to be paying through the roof for these new models. However, it is still something to consider if you still wanted a Fiesta long term, which I know a lot of people now are doing on finance. So definitely something to consider. Again, I think the STs, you could just say just all very good. You just can't tell them about particularly well unless there's performance. So yeah, love the Fiesta. Number 4, another French option here, the Peugeot 208. So the Peugeot 208 has been again around for a long time, and there's a reason for that. It's been one of the most popular hatchbacks for the last 20 years. Little hatchbacks anyway. You've got colour spectrums of red, blue, white, black, grey, yellow, or you name it. This car pretty much suits every colour, so there's no need to worry on that side. In terms of prices, you're probably looking at around 5 grand, maybe for a good one. and they've just released a new model, so actually it should go down. Insurance wise, you're probably looking at about £1,500 with these, but I am basing that off 17-year-olds only, guys, so just be aware of that. But great little car. I have sat in one a few times, and I've always thought it's quite funky on the inside, and I think the French cars do, if you look at the right ones, can be good. So just bear in mind the reliability, of course, which is not always fantastic, and that is something that I know a lot of 17-year-olds won't bother with, but it is just something to think about. And moving on to the final choice, and number 5, a Japanese Suzuki Swift. Now, I've gone for this because this isn't a car that is initially obvious when you are 17 and you want to get a car. However, I think this will be great for both genders here because this is, a car that it is very reliable. It's Japanese, and there's not too many of them. They're quite quirky, but that doesn't mean it's unreliable. I just think less people bought it than compared to the French and European rivals. Now, with the Suzuki, I just think you are getting a smaller car, definitely, but it's a very unique car. It looks great. This is the new model you see in here, but obviously you've got the older model here as well. And you're looking at about £3 to £4 for these and about £1,000 insurance. But anyway, guys, that's been my 5 cars that I would choose for 5 first cars. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, consider leaving a like, subscribe. I do car content on games and any informational content. So I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.